Are you missing out on free government support to help with your heating bills this winter? Thousands across the UK don't realize they're eligible for the Winter Fuel Payment 2025, and you might be one of them. In this full guide, I'll explain exactly who qualifies, how much you could get, and how to claim your payment from the government. Do you know if your age or benefits automatically make you eligible? Are you unsure whether you need to apply or if it's paid automatically? Plus, I'll take you through other heating support schemes available in 2025, including the cold weather payment and the warm home discount. So stick with me to the end. I'll also share bonus tips to help you cut your heating costs and stay warm for less this winter. And if you've got questions along the way, drop them in the comments. I do my best to reply to everyone. Like the video and subscribe for more updates on UK benefits and support schemes. The Winter Fuel Payment is a tax-free payment from the UK government designed to help older people manage the cost of heating their homes during the colder months. It's part of the government's wider support for pensioners and vulnerable groups who are more likely to struggle with energy bills during winter. If you're eligible, you could receive anywhere from $250 to $600, depending on your age, living situation, and whether you're receiving certain benefits. The exact amount you'll get is worked out by the Department for Work and Pensions, DWP, and in most cases, the payment is sent automatically. This payment is made once a year, usually between November and January, and is intended to cover part of your heating expenses, giving you some breathing space when energy costs start to rise. It's important to know that the winter fuel payment is not taxable and doesn't affect your other benefits, so you can receive it alongside pension credit, universal credit, or other state support without any deductions. Whether you live alone, with family, or in a care home, this scheme plays a crucial role in helping older UK residents stay warm and safe throughout the winter season. To qualify for the winter fuel payment in 2025, you must meet certain age and residency criteria. First and foremost, you need to have been born on or before 29 September 1959. This means you'll be at least 66 years old during the winter of 2025, roughly matching the state pension age. This rule ensures the scheme supports older people who are more at risk during colder months due to health concerns or lower fixed incomes. Next is your residency status. You generally need to have been living in the UK during the qualifying week, which for 2025 is likely to be the week of 22 to 28 September 2025. This means that if you were temporarily abroad or moved overseas before this date, you might not be eligible, unless you live in certain European Economic Area countries or Switzerland, and have a genuine and sufficient link to the UK, such as having lived or worked here for most of your life. There are a few special cases worth noting. If you're living in a care home, you can still qualify for the winter fuel payment, but how much you receive depends on your benefits. For instance, if you live in a care home and receive pension credit, income support, income-based job seekers allowance, or income-related employment and support allowance, you might not get the payment. However, if you don't claim any of these benefits, you may still receive a reduced amount. Another point to understand is about automatic payments. Most people who receive the state pension or certain other benefits like pension credit or personal independence payment, PIP, will be paid automatically. You won't need to apply. But if this is your first time claiming, or you haven't received the payment before and don't receive any qualifying benefits, you might need to submit a claim manually. Claims for winter 2025 are usually accepted from September onwards, and the deadline often falls in March the following year. It's equally important to highlight who won't qualify. You're not eligible if you've been in hospital for over 52 weeks and are receiving free treatment. You were in prison during the qualifying week. You don't meet the residency requirement. You're in a care home, and both you and your partner receive pension credit or a similar benefit. So if you're unsure about your situation, it's always best to check directly on the official gov.uk website or call the Winter Fuel Payment Helpline. Understanding your eligibility now means you won't miss out on vital help when you need it most. The amount you receive from the Winter Fuel Payment in 2025 depends mainly on your age, your living arrangements, and whether you receive certain benefits. In general, payments range from $250 to $600, and they're usually sent out between November and January. If you're under 80 and live alone, You could receive up to $500. If you live with someone else who also qualifies, the payment may be shared, meaning you could get around $250 each. If you're aged 80 or over, you might receive up to $600 depending on your circumstances. If you receive certain income-related benefits like pension credit, income support, or income-based job seekers allowance, and you live alone, you might be entitled to the full amount, and it may be paid automatically. But if you live in a care home and both you and your partner claim a qualifying benefit, you might not be eligible. In recent years, the government has also provided a cost of living top-up, especially for pensioners. If confirmed for 2025, this extra support could boost your total payment. But always check official updates closer to winter. Your individual situation matters, so even if the base payment is fixed, your exact entitlement may vary. Make sure to check what applies to you. Claiming the winter fuel payment is usually very simple. In fact, most people won't need to apply at all. If you've received the payment before, or you currently get the state pension or another qualifying benefit like pension credit, the payment is typically made automatically. It will be paid directly into your bank account, and you'll also get a letter telling you how much you'll receive. Payments are usually made between November and January, so if you're eligible, keep an eye on your account during this period. You don't need to chase it, but if it hasn't arrived by late January, it's worth contacting the Winter Fuel Payment Center. However, some people do need to apply manually. This includes those who have never received the payment before, especially if they've moved from abroad, or if they don't get the state pension or any qualifying benefits. You can apply by phone or by post using a claim form, which you can download from the official Gov.uk website. Applications usually open in September, and the deadline is often in March the following year. Make sure to apply in time to avoid missing out. If you're unsure, it's always best to check your status or call the helpline listed on Gov.uk alongside. The winter fuel payment. There are other UK heating support schemes available in 2025 that can provide extra help during the colder months, especially for low-income households and vulnerable people. First is the cold weather payment. This is an automatic $25 payment for each 7-day period of very cold weather, defined as 0 degrees Celsius or below, between 1st November and 31st March. You'll get it if you're on certain benefits like pension credit, income support, or universal credit. You don't need to apply. It's paid automatically when the temperature drops in your area. Next is the warm home discount. This offers a one-off $150 discount on your electricity bill, usually applied between October and March. Eligibility is based on your income, benefits, and energy supplier. Some people are enrolled automatically, while others may need to apply directly through their supplier. You should also check with your local council, as many run household support funds or energy grant schemes. These can provide vouchers or one-off payments, especially if you're struggling with bills or at risk of disconnection. Lastly, don't forget about energy companies' hardship funds. Many major suppliers offer support for vulnerable customers, such as payment plans, debt relief, or energy-saving advice, so it's worth contacting them directly if you're finding it difficult to cope. Before we wrap up, here are a few practical tips to help you save even more on your heating bills this winter, whether you qualify for government support or not. First, let's talk about home insulation. Simple fixes like using draft excluders on doors, sealing gaps around windows, and closing curtains at night can help keep the heat in and reduce your need for central heating. Adding loft insulation, or even using thick rugs on bare floors, can also make a noticeable difference. Next, consider using a smart thermostat. These devices let you control your heating more efficiently. You can schedule heating for only the times you're actually at home, or adjust it remotely through your phone. This means you avoid wasting energy and money heating an empty house. Finally, if you or someone you live with is elderly, disabled, or has a health condition, ask your energy supplier about their priority services register. This free support service can give you extra help during power cuts, advance notice of interruptions, and even provide free energy-saving advice tailored to your needs. Small changes can make a big impact, both on your comfort and your energy bills. So that's your full guide to the Winter Fuel Payment 2025, including who's eligible, how much you could get, how to claim it, and what other heating support is available this winter. If you think you might qualify, check your eligibility today. Even if you're unsure, it's worth double-checking. You don't want to miss out on free support, especially when energy bills are rising. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more clear and updated information on UK government benefits and support schemes. Got questions about your situation? Drop them in the comments. I do my best to reply to everyone and help where I can. You'll also find useful links in the description, including how to claim, check eligibility, and get in touch with support services. Thanks for watching, and stay warm this winter.